The season is well underway and we are doing fantastically well. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the NK Zagreb save. Now, I hadn't forgotten about Football Manager just because there's loads of F1 stuff coming out. Football Manager is still here. We have PSG in today's game. We went a little bit further than what I said. We went and played the Dortmund game. After we beat Athletic Bilbao 2-0, we then beat Rudez 7-0. What a performance. Slavia Petrinska got beaten 5-1 with a very rotated team, so it was good to see. 5-0 we beat Istra. 4-2 we beat Dortmund. Jiri Pavelka is incredible as a 19-year-old. He is ridiculously good. Two goals in 4 appearances in the league. Overall, though, 6 goals in 6 appearances for the club since he's been in the senior team, which is great. Then we beat Hajduk 3-0 as well. Gigliotti, Alexander and Munoz getting the goals. 2 friendly wins, which were standardly impressive. And we've just beaten Dynamo Zagreb 4-1 in the derby. And today's game will be PSG away in the PSG Stadium. I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called. And Parc des Princes is what I think it's called in real life, unless they've moved. And that will be the only game of the episode. But it's going very, very well. From there, we'll probably go all the way through to the away game against Dortmund, depending on what's happening in the Champions League. Because we need to... In theory, we should be quite comfortably getting into the latter stages of the Champions League, and that's what we want to aim towards. But we are top of the table, 11 wins from 11 games, 39 goal difference, 33 points, already 10 points ahead of Osijek. We are top of the Champions League groups with 2 wins from 2, and it's going very, very well indeed. And that is absolutely wonderful. So let's get into the match preview screen. We will keep this going. This is how we're going to play. Sticking with the 4-4-2, it's doing very well. Oyarzun, Lekjaks, Leonardo, O'Dare and Tosic. Medina, Garcia, Tello and Munoz. Gigliotti and Ratinho starts up front. Pavelka has to deal with a place on the bench in today's game. We've got a bit of unrest. George Chalmers, who was brought in, one of the new signings, is feeling annoyed that we're not playing him, so I'm not that fussed. He is getting a little bit of game time. I don't know if I made any promises. Did I make any promises to him? Leonardo is the only one to win silverware in it. We're definitely going to do that. That's not a problem. So let's get into the game. Are we going to have a little, thingy-mabob? Tunnel interview. We've chance to go out there and prove a point. I want you to pick up from where you finished off last time, because we just smashed our league rivals and city rivals as well. So that is what I want to do. Let's get this on to goals, and we will go to extended highlights on that one as well. So it's all going very well. Now, I know I'm actually recording this on the day that the transfer recap episode was released, so I don't really know what your opinion on the transfers are. I'm sure I've annoyed quite a number of you with some of the transfers I've made, but I think what this is showing is that I've made some good choices in terms of transfers, because we've got loads of central midfielders who are all playing very, very well. We've got some good strikers in the club that are all playing very well. We've got good wingers, we've got good defenders. It's all going very, very well. We do need to have a review of the Palmer Sajovic and things like that. Here, hang on a minute, here comes Camacho, it's Padasanio, and it goes past the post. But we need to check in with Palmer Sajovic, see how he's getting on with Chelsea, and some of the other players that we sold. Now, I know Jeff wasn't getting too much game time at Bayern Munich after we sold him for 50 million. Amaral is getting game time at Bayern Munich, so that'll be quite interesting. As Parodi puts in Tello with a header, it's pretty poor, and Laurent picks it up. Here is Laurent into Camacho. He then turns into Devrim Nurudin, which is a great name. Frimpong is tackled really well by Tosic, and that is a clearance looking for Gigliotti. It's a good ball actually from Tosic. He loses out to Angban. Back to Parodi again, into Laurent. Laurent goes forward. O'Dare with a header he had to win, and Bresania picks up, but Leonardo comes in and wins that header. Laurent is put under pressure by lots of players. This is definitely going to end in a goal because the highlight has gone on for ages. Camacho, ball in, Bresciano. It doesn't end in a goal, and it remains 0-0, but PSG are having the better of the game. Great ball out from Oyarzun into Medina, but Parodi reads it. Medina caught on his heels. O'Dare with a header. In it goes. Camacho's in space, and that is 1-0 PSG. And obviously, as we come live on camera, then we don't play very well. This is quite easily the worst 16 minutes we've played in the last probably 1,000 minutes of Football Manager. Adair with a header, it fell to Caligula, and Camacho was there to on hand to stick it in. And that is 1-0 PSG and 1-0 to the home team, which puts them top of the group, which is very annoying. This is the least amount of chances we've created in so much football. It's ridiculous. What is going on? What is going on? Why are PSG dominating us? Maybe we have to go back to that. I did say in the early bits of the season that I'd play a holding midfielder when we go away to big teams in Europe. Then we beat Dortmund and I got far too confident in myself and this new formation. But we'll have to wait and see. That's a great ball through to find Hakan in a bit of space. He keeps it in, but Lekjaks clears the ball. Parodi is there into Laurent, into Devrim Nurudin. Laurent again out to Frimpong. Frimpong comes forward, ball across, Hakan's there, squares it. Great save from Erzin from Brescian, nearly making it 2-0 to PSG. And yeah, this isn't the brightest of starts we've had, as that's a foul by Devrim Nurdin, who picks up a yellow card for his troubles. 22 minutes gone, and I mean, no one's playing badly. Medina and Ratinho could definitely do better. It's just the whole overview of the formation and the chances we're creating is really, really poor. I mean, really poor for us. This is normally, I'm going to go for a get creative, because maybe that's the issue. Maybe we're just being a bit playing within ourselves a little bit, and we need to go out there and actually be a bit more creative and a bit more expressive in what we do. But this has been a terrible first half performance, and I don't like it. I don't like it. We'll close it down. Let's get our opposition instructions on. Ross, you can go and tell the boys what to do with all the opposition. And yeah, I'm not enjoying this. Devrim into Laurent. I think we will change formation. Into Caligula, ball across into Hakan. Hakan's there, squares it, and it's bouncing around, and Oyezin dances on it. And we're just going to drop our defensive line back ever so slightly, because they are putting that ball over the top, and it is causing us some problems. So we have got subs on the bench, which we can make the changes and drop down to our 4-1-2-2-1 formation. And I think that's what we're going to do at half time, because this is not going very well at all. Only one shot on I mean, they've scored from 50% of their shots on target. 4-1 is not very good for what we can normally achieve. So as we go into half time, which is right now, we are going to mix it up, because this has not been very good. I'm going to say, certainly show me something else, because we can play. We know we can play better. We know we can beat PSG. We know they're not brilliantly. Not that one. This one. Munoz, Medina, Ratinho. No, it will be Gigliotti up front. We will then pop on Munoz on for Ratinho. Garcia can sit as the halfback. We'll have Tello in there. Munoz, Tosic, Lekjaks, Leonardo, everyone's doing good. We're at risk of getting both centre-backs sent off. But here we go, a change of formation. We'll get them demanding more as soon as we go out there. As Dortmund are 2-0 up over Athletic Bilbao, which doesn't really affect us in any way. We'll still be second in the group even if we lose this game. But Medina tries to put a cross in, it's blocked, and we get an early corner. So straight away, if you've been a fan down this end of the ground, you're probably quite happy, because you've had a lot of action in front of you. Tello, ball in, and Kusinkang, Kusaikankwi, I think is how you pronounce that. Kusaikankwi. Hakan picks up the loose ball, looking over it goes, but Tosic picks it up. Now he's got a bit more licence to run forward on the wing, but really messed that up. Camacho with the ball through. Brescian is surely 2-0. It is. I think Oyezin got a touch to it, but it is 2-0 PSG. And this is not going very well at all. We are not at the races today. We really aren't. We should probably get stuck in off as well. So we will still distribute to the flanks. That's okay. Let's up our tempo and up the directness of our passing. But PSG find themselves 2-0 up. I said they looked a bit of a spent force last season, but maybe they've corrected that. It's Camacho, great ball through to Bresciano. I mean, Leonardo and O'Dare just standing there with their hands in the air, appealing for offside that was never going to come. Maybe it's the time for Pavelka to have a run out up front as well. I mean, look at this, some shocking performances around. Lekjak's not having a good game at right back. Medina not having a good game. Let's get Alexander on for him. And mix it up a little bit. So all the substitutions done. I'm not happy with the guys at the moment, and you know, if we get one goal, it makes PSG a bit nervous as it goes into Munoz, up to the other Munoz. Munoz tries to play it into Pavelka. His shot is blocked, and we get yet another corner. So we've had no clear-cut chances and no half chances. So we really haven't troubled PSG that much, to be honest. As Garcia picks this one up, he's forced backwards, and he's fouled by Frimpong. Can we do something with this free kick? It doesn't look like we're going to, as Frimpong gets a warning from the referee. And it's just been a bit of a... why didn't I show the Dortmund game where we won 4-2 or whatever it was, where we absolutely battered them? This is so annoying. But 60 minutes gone. Hakan fires in a free kick and it's cleared away. But it will fall to Angban. Now we need to go and mark everybody. Angban takes his time. He could get robbed here of the ball, but he lays it into Parodi. Parodi is put under pressure. Back to Angban. Angban is into Devrim Nurudin. Into Angban again. Angban out to Parodi. Into Angban. Angban into Laurent. Laurent back to Angban. They're just keeping the ball well here, PSG. We're expecting a ball over the top any minute. As Angban into Laurent. Laurent back to Angban again. There is the ball over the top. Tosic is there. It's a terrible header down to Brescian. And it's blocked from the shot, but I was waiting for that. They pass it around. I mean, they've still only had 3 shots on target and scored 2. So we haven't really given up too many chances. Brescian has made it 3-0. 4 shots on target, 3 goals. This is absolutely ridiculous. Let's go attacking. We're going to have to mix this up. I mean, I don't really want to go more direct. Let's go play a bit wider. I don't care where you distribute it to. Let's go right in their faces again. I mean, we'll sit narrow. Let them put crosses in. I know they just scored from a corner and a header, but let them put crosses in because we're bigger than them at the back. We're good as a defensive unit normally, but this has just been absolutely dreadful. This has been woeful. It's been worse than dreadful. It's been woeful. And maybe that's what I get for playing a new game. Maybe Football Manager's punishing me. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It still puts us on touching point of the winning the group. And I still think we'll beat PSG when they come to our arena. But yeah, overall, it's not been the best as we demand a bit more. Alexander puts it in. Leonardo with a header off the post. Oh, well, it was a good save, actually, according to the commentary. But again, we're just struggling to create the chances. I mean, we've got back into it, but again, only 3 shots on target for us, 4 on them. The whole quality of both teams has been pretty poor. It's just they've got 3 goals to show for it as they bring on an elite fullback for just a normal fullback, if that's how you can describe somebody. But 10 minutes to go, and it looks like we're going to get our first loss of the season as Lekjaks holds this ball into Tello. Tello puts it across. Munoz will pick it up. He gives it to Garcia. Garcia goes out to Tosic in lots of space. Tosic fires it across and it's headed away by PSG. And are they going to go and get a 4th as Bresciano gets in behind again? And he looks to square it into Camacho. And I don't know what Ayerzin was doing there, but it's 4-0, 5 shots on target, 4 goals. A dreadful game to come back to. A dreadful game. Why on earth did I show this game? That is what I'm going to be thinking for quite some time. But when we come back for the end of the Champions League group stage, we will qualify and we will be top, and that's a CLF promise right there. And if we're not, then it's all FM's fault and not my fault at all. So O'Dare is there. He just hoofs that away to nobody. I mean, the whole team have played really shit. Maybe we're too complacent because of the fact we romp our league so easily. I don't know. Doesn't seem like us, but it's just very, very annoying. A number of yellow cards again. We do get stuck in. We do like to go and close them down a lot. But, I mean, it's just disappointing with the chances we've not created, really. Normally we're such a creative team and we play so well as Frimpong just dances around one tackle, then puts a ball over the top again into Bresciana, and it's 5-0. And that ball over the top has been our Achilles heel for the whole bloody game. And I should have done something like that a lot earlier. But I think we're so used to playing with a high line that it just is totally negated when we change it anyway. But I think you can see the culprits here. Tosic, O'Dare having a shocking game. So I think, yeah, you can see the culprits. But Tosic into Garcia, out to Tello, and this will probably just be the end of the game. Up it goes to Lekjaks, into the box, squares it. Munoz, it's just a shit header, and it's saved by Kusikankwi. Yeah, I hope he's not playing in the next time we play them. But a 5-0 loss, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we've come back for. I'm going to go aggressive. I'm far from pleased. That was absolutely dreadful. We got semi-finals last year. We're going to be one of the favourites. That was woeful. Absolutely woeful. And I'm not happy. Yeah, good. Good. I'm glad Garcia went to the press and told everyone I was pissed off, because that is really, really shit. I should have dropped the defensive line back. I admit my mistake, but we're so much better than that. We are so much... Look at that. Look at that blot on the record. Green, 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 green. Green, green, green. 5-0. I mean, if you're going to lose, at least I guess you can say we lost properly, didn't we? We really struggled to make a fist of that. But that was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. I can't believe that's the game I've decided to show. And I'd like to hope that you think this means I'm not cheating. No one's accused me of cheating, but if I was, I wouldn't be playing a 5-0 loss in the video. I would be saving and reloading. But as a true Football Manager fan, that's not something I do. So, yes, he scored 3 goals against us. He's very, very good, to be fair. He's 32, so he's a little bit old, but he's a very, very good goal scorer. And the other guy was Camacho. He got 2. Again, finishing 13 is questionable, but very, very good. All round, 28 years old. Yeah, he scores goals. He scores a lot of goals. They went for 1.8 million. Wow, that's a great signing. How much did they buy Bresciana for? Bresciana was bought for 80. There you go. Have we bought? How much was Tello? I was about to say we haven't bought an 80 million pound player. How much was Tello? 78. So we haven't bought an 80 million pound player. There you go. Something that I did want to show you guys was the profile we have. So stats are coming on nicely. We don't focus on goalkeepers or fitness. That's just not what we do. Level of discipline 1. Although I'm pretty sure I've always warned or fined a player when they've got a sent off. So I don't really know. Did you have to find 2 weeks' wages to get this up? I'm not too sure. Adaptability 2 because we've stayed in Croatia for the whole time. Reputation, we're one of the best managers in the world, reputation-wise, which is good. The career stats that we've got down here, games played 851, games won 564. We have a win percentage of 66%. The goal difference is, our goal difference is plus 1,104, which will definitely be bumped up by the league that we're in, because obviously we're smashing a lot of teams in the league. I wanted to see, there was a way you can see. Yes, this is it. So we've bought 297 players for 582 million. We've sold 198 at a value of 719. Obviously, we spent 78 million for Tello and we got 57 million for Amaral. We've paid 35.5 million pounds to agents, which is a bit much, and we've released 67 players from their contracts, including the latest ones to go, which I don't know if it's in here. No, it's not. It will be in released players. Urena has been released on a free because I didn't want to pay him loads of money just to sit around at the club. And Ignacio Fernandez was released on a free as well. For both of them, we agreed mutual terminations because we didn't need them. So there they go. And for that, you're all up to date. And I can only apologise for the absolutely shocking result against PSG, as I thought we were going to win it at a canter, but we didn't. And we'll be back for potentially that game against Dortmund. We might come back a little bit earlier if things are going a bit Pete Tong. So if we don't beat PSG in that game, we'll probably come back for the game against Athletic Bilbao to make sure that we win that one, at least do it on camera so I can update you guys. But thank you so much for watching. Go and check out the F1 stuff if you haven't seen it yet. You never know, you might enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, then just carry on watching Football Manager. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.